What's up, y'all? It's Tanaya back with another review. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? So there was a lot going on. There was a lot of disrespect in this episode. There was a lot of financial issues talked about in this episode. It was just crazy. People need to mind their own business, okay? Like, there was just too much. Mia was bugging, all right? Mia was bugging, but we're going to start from the top and work our way down, all right? So the episode basically started off with Robyn searching for a warehouse. So Robyn's hat line is doing well. She shared when they were on the girls trip that Macy's, I believe, contacted her, and a lot of retailers want to sell her hats, and she's always selling out and stuff like that. But what kind of threw me off was, because I'm a business owner, I have a lash extension business. What kind of threw me off was that if you're making so much and your products are selling out, which I believe they are, because that's what she's saying. I don't think she's lying at all. But why would a $1,700 or $2,000 a month space be expensive? Because the way they were talking about it was as if they're like, oh, with us building our house, like, can we do an extra $1,700 to $2,000 a month? Like, why are they talking about it as if this rent is coming out of the money that they're making personally, like from Juan's job and Robyn's job? Like, this money should fit into what your sales are. Like, it's from the business money. So you have to, like, it's really not about what you and Juan can afford. Can your business afford it? You know, so like the two have to match. Like, what is your gross, or what is your net, like, in your business? Because, you know, if things are going so well, I think that she should be able to afford $1,700 to $2,000 a month. Like, there's storefronts that are around $2,000, $3,000 a month, some a lot more. You know, like, I think her business should be able to do it. If not, then find a smaller office space that's like $1,000 a month or under $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, again, the area that they're in, the state of Maryland, I don't know how rent is for like office spaces and stuff like that. I only know for the state I live in, but that just didn't match up to me. Like, did anybody else feel that way? Because I was just like, wait a minute, like, she should be able to afford that. And then Juan tried to say, oh, go for your dreams, go for it. First it was too expensive, then it's like, oh, go for it, da da da. So which one is it? You know, like, which one is it? Because that rent should come out of the business. The business should be paying for that, and then she still should have a good amount of profit for, you know, that's left over after all expenses are paid. So maybe she gotta really do her numbers, you know, because they made it seem like they're paying, like physically paying for it out of her other checks that she's getting that's not coming from this business. So that didn't make no sense to me. Then they said they are over $100K over budget, $100,000 on the house, and it's just like, yo, y'all shared with us that y'all had the tax issues. Robyn didn't pay her taxes, and then before that they had, I forgot the exact situation, but they weren't doing well financially. Okay, manage the money right. Get it right. Stop going over budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop like $100,000 over budget? Really? Anyway, we're gonna move over to Candice, because that frustrated me. It don't make no sense how people come from having money issues and then you get money, you get put on, and then you create more money issues. Oh my God. So Candice is preparing for her video. Candice is in the studio. She's practicing, rehearsing her dance moves and all that stuff, and she's still talking to her husband all types of crazy. It's just a lot of doubt that she pushes onto her husband. And when he said, like, I don't like the way you think you can talk to me, he probably doesn't feel like she respects him. You know, some of the things that come out of her mouth, he probably feels very small and not respected as her husband. And when he said, like, all the things that we've done so far for her career, has anything gone wrong with me managing? She said no. And then there's always the but he's right. There should be no but. Actions speak louder than words. You have to put some respect on his name if he hasn't had any mishaps, whether he's present or not. I mean, and I said this in another review, they should not be working together. should be on the sideline at the video shoots, popping up at a rehearsal here or there if he could, as the husband, you know, as the woo on the side, the cheerleader on the side. That's it. He doesn't need to be in the details. He don't need to be your manager. You know, he don't. Candice, if you don't pay somebody that is experienced in this, like, you learning it the hard way, but it doesn't have to be hard. It's just like, oh my Lord, it's so frustrating to watch. So she's spending $10,000 for this video to make it look nice or whatever. I'm all for, you know, investing in yourself and putting your best foot forward or whatever. I don't know anything about making videos or how much they cost, so I'm not going to comment on that. But if that's in the right range for it to come out nice and look like a Beyonce video or a Rihanna video or a Jay-Z video or, you know, any new up-and-coming artist that we see, ooh, whatever. So we're at Candice's video, all right? And her husband was supposed to make sure that these cars showed up so that they would be in the background for the party scene out in the parking lot or whatever. The cars didn't show up. So Chris came in there hot. Now, before Chris got there, Candice's mom came, and what I don't like, oh my gosh, why is Candice's mom talking to Mia, Wendy, Karen, whoever is around that's a part of the Housewives crew, about Chris not having a job and he's doing some side job that she's basically implying he ain't really making no money, agreeing with Giselle that he is riding Candice's coattails. Okay, that was messy, Giselle, to say that to her mom. You should have stayed out of it like Karen. You should have pulled the page out of Karen's book, because Karen was like, I don't want no parts in this. But Karen wanted the tea, but she didn't want to comment back on it, okay? She's just saying all these things like Chris don't make no money, he shouldn't be her manager, and all of this stuff about Chris's business. It's like, what do you really know? What do you really know about Chris? You know how much his checks are that he brings in monthly? You know, do you know his real financial situation? And this is a blame on Candice also, because where is she getting this from? Is she completely pulling it out of her behind? Or is Candice like every now and then slowly giving her mom a little bit of what's really going on? And now mom is in front of all the other ladies dishing it out. Because where's she getting this from? Where's she getting the information from? You know, they over there clowning him that he's showing up in his chef thing. He working. He playing husband, trying to do his own thing, and he's playing manager. Who cares what outfit he showed up in? Because I don't even think he was really supposed to be there or whatever the heck. He's clearly showing up there trying to make sure she got everything she needs, but it comes off so wrong. It comes off he's just like the big bad wolf, but everybody painted him to be the big bad wolf. Like, he ain't making no money, he living off Candice, you know, he just doing a little side thing. He quit his job because the mom said that Chris quit his job, and Karen was like, oh, he didn't sell the restaurant or whatever. Like, you know, mama is airing out Chris as bad as she could, painting a negative picture. So when he comes in and he's angry because the cars aren't there and his wife's video shoot isn't going smoothly like he planned, he just looked as the big bad wolf in general. And I was just like, oh my God, they painted this man out to be so bad. And it wasn't even like that. And he don't even know what everybody's saying about him when he walk in. And I was glad he stepped away from Candice. He didn't say anything because he was very upset about the whole car situation. And once he saw that they figured it out, luckily Candice got some friends that got nice cars, and they just parked them behind there, and it worked out. She got to wrap up her video shoot, and they, you know, had like a nice, cute, loving exchange, and it kind of like shut down all the naysayers about them. So it's just like, oh, and a lot of them, like, I think who said it? Giselle was saying, or Robyn, somebody said that Wendy was messy for telling Candice that Mia was over there asking Candice's mom, does Chris get paid as Candice's manager? First of all, Miss Mia, that that ain't none of your business if Chris is getting paid from Candice. They husband and wife, okay? Some people think the money you bring in, the money I bring in, all fall in the same pot, that's it. And if it ain't that way, either way, it ain't none of your business. You just met her mother. Why are you asking about their money? What? I hate people that think that they are just, you know, they're just supposed to know everything about a person's business. Whether they just friends with them, acquaintances, family. I can't stand it. Who are you? It was like me, it was being super, super messy. And Wendy says she ain't meet rah-rah Candice yet. You know, it's just like, it was just an absolute freaking mess. And when Robyn put in her 2 cents in, Miss Robyn, please keep your commentary about finances to yourself, because we know like where you were, you know, in your down place. So you shouldn't be putting nobody else down or commenting on somebody else putting Candice down financially or her husband financially. You should just take a page out of Karen's book and listen. Oh, okay, and don't comment, okay? Because that energy can circle right back around to you, and that $1,700 to $2,000 square a month little office space you will not be able to afford because of what you're saying about other people. That stuff comes right back around. So I could not believe. And then here's the other thing, where you think you have friends and supportive people around you, because this happens, and they all talking crap about you and smile in your face. Oh, I'm so proud of you, and da da da. And when you are far away enough, they talking crap about you, any and every little thing about you. It's like, Candice, I think you and your husband need to stay away from the group. But you on this show, if this wasn't like a show, I would tell you to run fast. And I wouldn't tell your mother a darn thing about what you and your husband got going on. Leave her out of it. And then when she tried to make it seem like they weren't paying for their house, that was so wrong and messed up. Her mother was so out of line and so disrespectful. And when Candice watches this back, I don't know what Candice is going to do, because I don't think Candice can really stand up to her mom. So what y'all think about it? What y'all think about it? Comment down below. Were the girls wrong in engaging in this type of conversation about Candice and Chris? Was the mom wrong? Like, what do y'all think? Because this was absolutely crazy. And I will see you guys in the next video.